Yes,
I'll bring in information that we can cover.
okay, right, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, it just dropped it down. I told her. No.
I'm encouraging everyone to do as much social media posting as possible. You'll be doing a hashtag Breastmaster. Because I'll be over here, I can't be over there. And also to let y'all know, we're broadcasting live on YouTube, so if anybody doesn't want to be seen, can you share around or whatever you got to do? Okay? I don't know if everybody's in the picture anyway, but just want to give you a heads up.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for being so kind. Everybody on time. Except the folks over there eating. You're supposed to be eating while you're doing breath work.
Sorry.
I'm just messing.
Oh, okay.
Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself.
Are you on camera, sir? Are you over there on camera? I don't think so. Let me get over here.
He is now?
I am on camera.
Yeah. Everybody's on camera except for Miss Visionary.
Yeah, I want you to block me.
All right, it's now 1 o'clock, so. Black man do. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Breastmaster Aaron Mott. Say your name. This gentleman here is one of my students. Tell him your name, sir.
Andre Francis,
And what did I teach you?
breath fire,
He's a certified breath master. Are you a instructor? Oh.
no, I didn't get
Are you
that.
certified in breath master?
So you trained?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do certification. I certified you for your own edification. I also certified you're going to teach somebody. But did I see you at the Black Man Bill concert? Yes, sir. Glad to see you in the house. All right, so I looked at mindfulness. It said something about being able to keep your mind in the meta state while dealing with life in its normal, everyday occurrence. Okay, that's cool. In this mindful scenario, a lot of people have a lot of different ideas. And there's actually a segment of the population that have got this thing in the corporate sector, and they just own it. And if I'm in the next room, the room next door, which I have been, and then the room over here, I'm doing my thing, they do my thing, they come out and look at me like, you make noise, why are they doing stuff? Okay, to me, that wasn't very mindful. Because to be mindful, in my opinion, is one to be considerate, of yourself and others. I would like everybody to do me a favor, close their eyes and just listen. I'm hoping that the air conditioner will find me out. now? Anybody care to share how you feel in this moment? Anybody?
Relax.
Anybody else? Anybody feel different than before they close their eyes? Yeah. So what I want you to be mindful of is that the breath not only gives life and sustains life, it is the gateway to everything. Everything. If you want to meditate, how many of you will meditate? Raise your hand. You ever have daydreams?
Yeah,
You meditate.
okay.
I want you to be mindful that daydreaming is meditation. A lot of things are put in boxes and what have you. And life is not lived in boxes. Life is full spectrum. It is holistic. So when you're going through your day-to-day life, there are things that happen naturally that people have coined phrases around, taken ownership of. But the bottom line is you need to take ownership of you. You need to be fully aware of your body and everything that comes with it. Your spirit, your emotional being, your mental well-being, all of that. And if you really want to meditate, besides daydreaming, I like to keep it simple. All you got to do is listen to the sound of your breath. How many of you have listened to the sound of your own breath? Okay? Now, when you listen to your breath, I want you to tune in and really listen. Now, as you listen, even if you have a shower breath, if you really listen to it, that breath will get deeper automatically. So you have a lot of capabilities within you that nobody's told you about because everybody that's outside of you that wants your attention, they have their program running and they want you to get on their program. Being truly mindful and self-aware, you need to be on your program, which means that you need to be on your own forward movement toward mastery. Mindfulness, meditation, all of these things, Qigong, all of these things basically sum up to one thing. Your goal, your striving toward mastery. How many of you have heard that we need to do our best to get to being our God self? When you achieve mastery, basically, you are your God self. You really are. You are already. It's just that some of us are taking off because of other programs we have. So what I want you to really become mindful of is your own inner being, your own inner strength. Own yourself. O-W, own you. Who owns you? All right. Who owns your body? How many of you in here know someone when you ask them, how you doing? They got issues, ailments, and what have you, and they'll tell you, well, I'll tell you when I come back from my doctor. Well, I got a doctor's appointment. I'll try it out today. Anybody ever heard somebody say that?
Yeah.
Those people have given their body to the medical establishment. If you are on a medication, you have given your body to the medical establishment. When you dial it back, when you really get into yourself, you eat that good food like that, eat like that, it's going to cleanse your body, nourish your body. It will get you in a space of natural harmony with every cell in your body to the point where you won't need medication. Yeah, share breath. Linda, I want you to say this real quick. Meditation is medication. Meditation is medication.
Meditation is medication.
When you meditate, you get in tune with yourself on a cellular level. And you activate the spirit within you. You activate the number one thing that the body is responsible for, life. I want to teach you some basic techniques. Yes, I'm walking around, you heard me breathing? Well, first let me say this. what you hear in your mother's womb, what you heard in your mother's womb. You heard her heartbeat and her breathing. So when you tune into your breath and you deepen your breath, it takes you back to the womb space. In the womb space, unless there was some serious issues going on physiologically with your mother, you didn't have any issues. It's the most divine space that we've all been in. It's the pre-trauma state. So what happens when you go back into, when you listen to the sound of the breath, you go back to that pre-trauma state, and then you bring that energy forward. What do you think will happen? Anybody? Anybody? I'm going to say. What will happen is you will begin to transcend some of your issues, especially emotional issues. Because when you walk into the divine, there is no issues. That's why this thing is becoming so powerful and so relevant now. And along with that, and owning your body, aside from meditation and breath work, there's nutrition. But then again, I said I was going to teach you breath. So let me do that. Okay, this technique is very, 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 very simple. How many of you can put the tongue to the roof of your mouth? Everybody can do that? Okay. How many of you can breathe through your nose with your mouth closed? Everybody can do that? How many of you can say? Everybody can do that? Okay. Well, that's the technique. In order to increase the intake of oxygen, you put the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and you curl it back. When you curl it back, the trachea opens up like this. So it opens the trachea and allows for more oxygen to get in. Once you get more oxygen in, you're going to, once the lungs are full, you're going to release the tongue, drop it to the bottom side, open the mouth to a full open, you're going to exhale with up. Think about fogging that mirror. You put your little happy face or a little heart with an arrow through it, you love it so much. So, and that's actually an exercise that you can do to practice this technique. Get your mirror and fog this mirror as long as you can. Okay, so everybody ready? Place the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, curl it back, mouth closed, inhale through the nostrils, nice and soft. Release the tongue, drop the jaw, exhale with them. Pull over. Okay, that's another. Come back in there. Release it and exhale. Extend it. So be back once more. We're going to extend it even longer this time. Inhale. Release it and exhale. Hold it. Do not inhale. Go ahead and breathe. When I told you to hold it, breathe, you feel it most of your body. Chest, stomach, okay? If you do that 100,000 times a day, you think it will affect down here? We're not going to do it 100,000 times. But breath work also engages the abdominal. When you're doing serious breath work, you engage the abdominal core. When you engage the abdominal core, you activate digestion. You also tighten this up. How many of you would like to lose an inch around the waistline? Several. Oh, and it's called the waistline because guess what? That's what waist is. That's why our food is processed. And what doesn't get processed becomes excess. When you get excess, you get extra inches. Yeah. And more inches and more inches and more inches. Yes, sir.
This is how for people trying to gain weight or mass.
Or mass, what do you mean by mass?
They're trying to get bigger.
Bigger how?
Like they're bringing out with like, I guess, getting bigger, of course with like nutrition, but breath work helps help with? You mentioned you want to lose weight, so I'm talking about the other side. You want to gain weight, you want to get mass, breathing, health.
I'm looking for a word here. You see what I'm saying? Are you talking about gaining muscle mass?
Yes, yes.
Okay. That's why I just want to make sure I was 100% clear before that. Because I was going to say, if you want to gain mass, as in get bigger and fatter, I was going to say no. Typically, if you're doing it, no. But if you want to gain mass, it will make you leaner so that you will have more propensity to gain muscle mass. You got to do work besides just if you want to go to muscle. So I just want to be clear. Whenever you ask me a question, I want to give it to you as plain and as simple and as clear as possible. I don't want to mislead anybody on anything. Okay, I got a number of topics that I want to cover. That's it. When you work in the gut, you're really making a difference in your health. I'm going to give you one more breathing technique. This is a very, 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 very simple technique. Somebody's talking too much. You want to be quiet, but you want to be polite. You're in the library, you can make a lot of noise. You might not even make a sound, but you might do this. If you didn't go into the library and you did this, what sound would you make if you were making noise? Okay? So, everybody do me a favor. Say, as long as you can. And hold. That's intense, ain't it? Stop reading that. Again, ab work. So now that I've talked about ab work in this area, let's talk about what's going on inside with the food people. You for his spiritual daughter that's allowing himself, she's giving us all kinds of information. So about well, that's not right. So there let me tell you what food does. Food does two primary things. Two primary things. Nourishing and cleansing. Two primary things. If your food isn't nourishing or cleansing, you're not eating food, you're eating stuff. How many of you in here just love cheese? Love it. Come on now, raise your hand. I'm gonna tell you something. They don't say it. I don't see it. Try it.
It's because cheese has casein in it, and it's like a nourishing type of experience, but casein has 100 times more than the type of casein we need. And if we weren't properly nourished as children or breastfed as babies, then we're going to be more inclined to eat cheese than other people who were properly breastfed and nourished as babies. And then because it's 100 times the amount that we actually need as humans, because we're not cows, humans, then we're going to be more addicted to it.
So, piggyback on one point. Milk is associated with mother's love. Like women, robbed for generations of their ability to love their children as mothers. And consequently, a lot of women children are receiving the love that they need from their mother. Y'all heard the statement. She loved her, she raised her daughter would love her son. You know, but they don't love on their daughters the same way. Everybody needs intimate love. Now, we're talking mother to child. But don't get no better. Get the same thing. Mother, daughter, son, father, daughter, son is the most intimate relationship that we all have. You had that long before you started playing around with somebody. It's dinner. It don't get no more intimate than that. You come out of your mother's womb, she put you on the breast. It don't get no more intimate than that. deny that, and then you go and just milk all on the shelves. And it's like, oh, you're not thinking this, you're feeling this. It's a vibrational scenario that goes on. You see that liquid that looks like, almost like, what you might have. Problem with that is, among a myriad of other problems, infant cow's milk is an infant formula for growing calf into calf. Mother's milk, human, is meant for growing baby human into toddlers, so on and so forth. And every other animal, same thing. The reason why you have the mammary gland is to feed our infants, well, feed our infants, and the reason why animals are called mammals is specifically because of the mammal gland. Yeah. Again, it's real simple. Any questions? Okay. Got to ask a question? Take over there. Yeah, don't play. Go ahead. Come on, daughter.
Oh, I'm
Do your
listening.
thing. No, I'm listening with you.
Yeah.
Add to the conversation.
Drinking cow's milk and eating cheese is directly linked to breast cancer. Directly.
And uterine fibroids.
And uterine fibroids.
And emotional disharmony. You know, I've never heard somebody say, well, I'm lactose intolerant. You ever heard that? That's a lie. You are intolerant of being fed cow infant formula. Your body don't tolerate that. And if you go through some changes and what have you, and if you think it does, your body doesn't trick you. You done something to your body to the point where now it's a part of the tricking you into believing that that's okay. The brother asked me a question about gaining mass, and that was breastwork. Some people say, boy, you can drink milk. It'll give you strong bones. It'll jack you up. Yes, ma'am.
And the reason why Mama Trina and Baba Breadmaster look so young is because they don't stress out their organs eating things that their organs don't process in the first place. And even me, I've been eating 13 years and you can't guess my age. And that's because of the way you treat things. Yeah, that's 33. But that's how you take care of your organs if you're mindful of what you put in there.
So, back to the two purposes of food. Nourish and cleanse. High fiber foods. They say high fiber foods, but bottom line, green leaves. Leafy vegetables, green leaves. When you chew, if you ever chew a collard leaf raw and just swallow the juice, you're gonna wind up with something that looks like straw in your mouth. Yeah. Anyone ever have that experience? Yeah? You need to chew some milk out. And then what you'll have is a woody, pulpy fiber. And that woody, pulpy fiber literally brushes the inside of your blood vessels and your organs. From here to here is one long tube with a series of bags of various shapes and sizes that process nutrients and waste. So when you get stuff like cheese, which is like plaster, y'all in Baltimore, so y'all have seen an old house where they got the plaster on the wall, not drywall, where you break the wall open and then it's like this wire mesh and this concrete stuff. That's plaster, old school plaster. That stuff will make a wall. Guess what happens in your body with cheese?
Make a wall.
It will make a wall on your body. A wall so hard.
Constipated.
Beyond constipated. Not only are you constipated, that wall hardens your vessels so they don't expand and contract. The meaning behind high blood pressure is this: your vessels are pressurized because they can expand every time your heart pumps blood, as it goes through, it's supposed to expand, and as it moves through, then it contracts. So if your heart is pumping blood, and your vessels are like this, they're not expanding or contracting, it's going to become pressurized to the point where your levels of your numbers are going to go up. Just that simple. So you got to get rid of that hard wall in order for your vessels to expand and contract. Also, mention milk. Let me say one thing about the other one. Guess what it is? Everybody knows. Sugar. Guess what sugar is? When I took Dr. Biological Aptitude class, he said sugar.
Oh, yeah.
It's the number one drug on the planet. Get cocaine and all that stuff. It's the number one drug on the planet. Sugar dehydrates. Salt dehydrates. You got a hardened vessel. Then you suck the water out of it. Guess what's going to happen? It will become brittle. And it might break. And if it breaks, guess what happens? In your cardiovascular, as it's called, if those vessels become hard and break, you have what they call a what? Heart attack. Which is a lie. It's a blatant lie. You're blaming the victim. Your heart did not attack you. Your heart loves you. You ain't loving your heart. You ain't loving your vessel. It's been under siege. It ain't been under attack. Attack may happen right now and that's it. You know, a siege is non-stop. It don't stop, just keep coming. It's like a horde over the horizon. And the horizon just don't end, and this horde just keeps coming and keeps coming. You keep on drinking that milk. Keep on having your come on now. You would serve. So sweet. Dehydrated your everything, yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you, I don't like to talk about problems so much, but I want to paint a picture and get you all to have a full awareness before I really go into solutions. Like this young lady here, like my lovely wife, I'm solution oriented. And I can't stand to sit around and listen to somebody talk about problems all day. But most of the time, those people get hundreds of thousands of millions of change the days of views. And then they throw money at them. Advertising what happened today? The news. Drama. Hey, we ain't doing that. So, y'all, anybody writing this down? Y'all might want to write this down and start taking notes. Nourish and cleanse, two properties of food. The way it nourishes, I mentioned one, which is the fiber, high fiber. So you want to eat high fiber, high quality fiber. Green leaves, period. I don't care what else you need to put some leaves in it. Dr. Christine Norfolk, in her book about women's health, phenomenal educator and doctor. She said women should be eating a bowl of greens every day. Period. She didn't say what kind of greens. I'm going to say any kind of green. I don't know if you want to eat grass. But hey. Christine Norfolk.
The Wisdom of Menopause.
That's one of them. So,
I'm sorry, can you repeat the name Christine Northrup?
Northrup, N-O-R-T-H, Northrup, R-O-P. R-O-P. R-U-P, R-O-P.
It's Christiane Northrup. R-U-P-S-C-H-I-S-T-I-A-N-E, and then Northrup.
There you go.
N-D.
That lady.
Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom.
Yeah. The other thing you want to, some of y'all heard of this old guy, he had a white beard and stuff. He talked about this one, two sea catchers. What's his name, y'all? No, he talking about sea moss and bladder wrack. I don't like bladder wrack because it's funky. But I'm going to tell you, any seaweed or any member of the kelp family is basically greens from the ocean. you want your greens from the land, you want your greens from the ocean. You want your sea moss because it's going to do some things in particular for a set of organs that have been impaired through a lot of what they've been doing with our body, our actions. So the sea moss will help big down with that, especially in doing this. So, two things. Now, the other thing, I'm going to give you something here. Everybody needs to write this down and remember. This will help resolve a lot of your organs and skin tissue. When I say skin tissue, I'm talking not only externally, but internally. The skin tissue that makes up the organs and the vessels. Non-GMO and organic sunflower lecithin. Sunflower lecithin. Y'all know how to spell sun and flower. Lecithin is Lecithin. Right out in my book. That's not my book yet. I think it's time for a commercial. The obesity myth, nobody want to believe that. That ain't true. I ain't fat. You lying to me? And you're right, because guess what? You're not overweight. You're overweight. You got toxic accumulation in the waistline. Last time.
So I read this book from front to back, and it was highly recommended.
You heard it here today. I didn't pay her for that. I paid her a little bit. So, this book is, I call it 3-book compilation transformation manual. So there's actually 3 books in here. First one is on oxygen, breathing. Second one is on nutrition. So some of the stuff that I've shared with you already. And I'm giving y'all the very brief version, which in here I gave you the very brief version of how to maintain your body. Again, we're on the path toward mastery. And the first thing you want to master is what? Self. In the process of mastering self, the first thing you want to master is what?
Breathing.
The breath. Yes. You master your breath, it sets you up to master everything. You remember I said that before? Yeah. It sets the stage for everything. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. Close your eyes and just listen to this. Stress. Yes. I can't hear you. Everybody come with me. So, y'all just had a real-time experience of how to manage yourself in the midst of a stressful situation or on the back end of a stressful situation. How many of y'all will use that in the future? How many of you think you're going to use it in the future? Do you? I use it now. Use it now. Stay on it. Everybody else who ain't on it yet, get on it.
I used to be falling out in the street for 2 years. Because I couldn't keep up. My student had a better than me. ER. Yeah.
Have a heart attack about that. Yeah. Guess what happens when you can't breathe? You die.
Right.
Guess what happens when you think you can't breathe? You think you about to die. And guess what? If you don't, you will die. That's why I'm going to mention anaphylactic shock, specifically with peanut allergies. Peanuts are ubiquitous in the black community. I grew up eating peanuts all day, Mama used to boil peanuts. Oh, now you got it. I say, I heard about somebody got peanut butter boiled with neck bones. Oh, all the way off. Peanut, peanut, I'm just not. Peanuts boiled with neck bones. Give you that season. So, the problem with that is this. In agriculture in the United States, they have done so much. They have attacked the soil, they have attacked the earth to the point where it's not yielding natural food. Foods are coming out with not only so much chemicals and what have you, they are having mutated genes from things that normally the soil would deal with, or our bodies would deal with. They have mutated to the point where these things are not natural anymore. There's a specific fungus, I believe it is, in peanuts that causes anaphylactic shock. How many know what anaphylactic shock is? For those of you who don't know, it's when your throat holds the if your throat doesn't can't breathe, what's going to happen? If they get to you fast enough,
You're gonna die.
you're gonna die. I didn't witness it, but this happened at a place I was working at. I heard about it. I came in for the raw food restaurant. Brother like to eat. Somebody told him about the raw food burger. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Coconut, they coconut something. But then there was an almond thing. The guy came in and he didn't read on the board where it said contains almonds. He read. Ordered some everything. He got 400 pounds. You know, he ate, right? He ate, something on the phone, whatever. Went outside, went back in. That's it. There's something that nuts in it. Yeah, see right there. Man started panicking because he couldn't come to sleep. He fell out. He wet himself. He basically released. So it's so important that we are fully aware of what it is we're putting in our body. Not just the cheese and the sugar. Oh, real quick. I just gotta add this. Since milk is important, what is cheese? Concentrated. It's a dehydrated, yeastified version. How many of you in here are vegetarian, vegan, but you like the cheese or cheese sometimes? Okay. You know why it tastes just like cheese? Because it tastes like yeast. It is yeast. It takes yeast to ferment cheese. Ferment milk to make cheese. I mean, they got a little thing with lemon juice to make cottage cheese, but that's different. Regular cheese. They used to have a commercial way back when I was a little boy. It said, it takes 8 glasses of milk to make 1 slice of Belgian cheese. So when you're eating a pizza, you're making about 15 gallons of milk.
You always want extra cheese on.
How many of y'all ever ate so much of your pizza you couldn't eat it all, and then you left it on the thing and you fell asleep and stuff, and you woke up the next day and the cheese was dehydrated? What did it look like? A piece of what? Plastic. Guess what your insides look like
Oh my goodness.
when that cheese, but it's black. How many of you had Kalani?
What?
Kalani. How many of you have heard when you go into the Kalani office and they show you the pictures and what have you? They show you the pictures of what comes out of somebody's body. How many of y'all have seen the black snake? That curled up thing that comes out. It's long and it's not seen the pictures of. It looks like a black snake. That is the plaque, cheese, and what have you, that's been cake up, that plaster that I was talking about, on the inside of somebody's colon. Now your body, how many have heard of being B vitamin deficient? Most people, okay? The reason why that is because in your colon, your body makes B vitamins. They didn't tell you that, did they? How many heard that first time today? Your body makes B vitamins. The reason why your B vitamin is deficient is because, one, they do misreadings and what have you, because they want to give you a reading based upon folks who eat animals and what have you. We eat animals, we consume an abundance of B vitamins, and your body releases excess. So they're reading that excess and saying, okay, this is normal, but it's really not. So a lot of the vegan and vegetarians, you don't need to be worried so much. I'm going to say, do your due diligence, because you don't have to worry so much about being B vitamin deficient. They'll tell all these vegan vegetarians, anybody going in that path, you got to worry about B vitamins. No, clean out your colon, clean out your gut. Your body will make B vitamins. If you look that up online, anything I tell you, look it up online. Don't take my word for it, but verify, validate, and make sure you truth and you. What time is it?
1:39.
Oh, I got 6 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to get a couple more things out. And if y'all want me to go over, just let me know. Because the next person is going to show you the full process. I'll move on. I'll definitely won't talk about it. 155, I'll definitely stop. 15 by go over. Y'all know? Anybody want to stop talking? Anybody want to stop talking? No. Guess what? I do. I used to be super quiet. I used to be an observer. All my formative years, I was so quiet. Yeah, because I had to say, I'm doing that down before we got training. I'm talking to myself. I'm going to have an intelligent conversation. So if you got a quiet child, then you know, hey, check yourself because you might be looking at you and come on, please. Yeah, please. So, okay, she wanted me to talk about nutrition, movement. Okay. I'm going to teach y'all one move. Okay. It's way over the top. Way over the top. Way over the top. Sounds like it's on president. It's way over the top. It's way over the top. Okay? Okay. Anyway, this move is something I generally don't teach. I don't even think I taught this in my breath master certification. It's over the top because I want y'all to really experience something different. Okay, I want you to do that sound that I shared with you earlier. And I want you to hold your stomach and with emptiness. And then while it's empty, I want you to move as if you're inhaling. Lift your chest, pull your stomach as if you're inhaling. And that's what should cause your stomach to draw in. Once you have that, then I want you to do is squeeze your stomach. Once you exhale out all the air, lift your chest as if you're inhaling, then squeeze the stomach even more. And what will happen should look something like this. And once you get advanced, you do this. And you won't have no complications. So the first part of that is basically just being able to pull the abdomen in. So I want you all to practice exhaling out all the air and moving as if you're inhaling to cause the abdomen to go in. That's all I want you to do today. And you're going to feel something different. And some of y'all might have to go back. Exactly. It's actually not only stimulates peristalsis, it pushes stuff because it's actually similar to peristalsis. Peristalsis, if you can't anybody enough, is the movement within the colon where you're getting ready to go. You know, it's pushing stuff down and it's like, gotta come out, gotta come out. So, everybody ready? If it's tongue, we'll start with the breath master technique with information first. If it's tongue, we'll come out, put it back in here. I want you to go. Extend the forward block and hold it. Lean forward slightly. If you check the finger and pull it out. Now squeeze. Okay? Once again, relax, breathe. That was rough, wasn't it? But you felt, how many of you in here just felt your body, along with the other things, in a different way than you ever had before that you can recall in recent times? You need to experience your body in order to know your body. Everybody say it with me. I need to experience my body in order to know my body. I need to experience my body in order to know my body. If you don't know your body, guess what? You don't know nobody. If you don't know your body, how you gonna know somebody else? Every time you hear that word body, I want you to think about it. It's not just talking about another person, it's talking about another body. Your body is your physical vehicle that's giving you to walk through your spirit through this experience called life. Y'all heard that before, right? This is a vehicle. Your part of your mastery of spirit is to master this vehicle. That's what I'm here to share with you today. Okay, I'm going to teach you all the ultimate meditation technique that will move you to your divine self exponentially in a matter of days. Y'all want to
Go ahead.
Yes.
y'all sure?
Yes.
This technique is so freaking simple. You're gonna be like, how many of y'all pray? How many of you have ever prayed? How many of you get tired of praying?
It's not like the same word that I might know.
Okay, so this is the deal. The ultimate prayer doesn't take words. It doesn't take no words at all. When you pray, you're talking to God. We have to take this to God. Y'all heard that before? Okay. Really, there's only one God, but I'm gonna tell you where He resides within you. Period. You know He knows how to be. Before the man-made stuff. Finally, one God. So, the simplest meditation that will get you to your divine self is to do this. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows. Bow your head. Look at the tips of your middle fingers. Do this with breath work or without. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows. You're not like this, you're like this. Relax. Focus on the tips of your middle fingers. Look at the tips of your middle fingers and squint gently to the point where they become fuzzy. And you just sit like this. Don't think of anything, don't try to do anything, don't try to meditate. You just sit like this and you just relax. All your fingers close together. Check hands close together. Okay? Y'all think y'all can do that? How many of you feel different from just sitting in that room? Not even listening. What you say? There's a book by the guy that came to America some years ago. His name is Z. John Shaw. Some of the Z are gone, one of them is the doctor, Chinese medical doctor. So he had wrote a book called Power Healing, and he talked about creating different circuits in the body. And he talked about this technique called one-hand pointing. One hand pointing is a technique where I can walk up to a person and I can look at that person, I can see what's going on in their body, where there's imbalance, and then just point and send energy into the body to break up that congestion or whatever. It's weird. So he told the secret of how to get to that point. He said it's doing just right this year. So it takes a lot of practice. He said the fastest I've ever seen anyone get to the point where they can do one hand point in 6 months. But that guy turned into just a monk and stayed there for a long time. He did not go around, he didn't mess around with nobody. He stayed like this for hours and hours every day. Being that I'm in the urban world and what have you, I wanted to do that, but I did. I consider myself a urban monk. But I didn't quite get to that point. However, a few months that I sat like this, for 20, 30 minutes, half an hour, whatever, per day, I felt the most serene I've ever felt in my life. I was the most calm. I was the most unbothered. And I just felt serene and divine. I knew what inner peace felt like. That's what they talk about, what they're striving for. We talk about life being another stage on your journey to self-mastery, the mastery of the king. Right? So what did we talk about first? Alright, so now we talk about intent. We talk about spiritual stuff. Some of y'all felt like I said something spiritual today. Did I use that word at all before this now? So, we're going to talk about simple physiology. Pardon my face. When it comes to fertility, definitely need along bovine interferons because it's going to jack up your hormones. You need well-balanced hormones in order to make a well-balanced child. Now, when women and men conceive a child, they should go into that situation with intention. I don't know what my mama did about getting pregnant. There was attention about mother stuff though. Real attention. A lot. Those out, I mean, much. So anyway, you want to prepare your body. So you want to nourish your body, you want to cleanse your body. I mentioned nutrition earlier. The food has two primary purposes: cleansing and nourishing. And the seed vegetables are what you want to do to nourish, and also seed vegetables are also going to increase your physiological ability to carry a child. For a man, it increases his ability to make high quality sperm. You know, women born with all the eggs they got. And men recreate sperm from every three, I don't like the word week. You don't have weak sperm, so every 3 strong, I think the sperm is. Now, they talk about how they talk about how if you constantly ejaculate, you're depleting a lot of nutrients, which is true because it's like when a woman has her cycle, if she loses all of that blood on a monthly basis, that's pretty much equivalent to 1 or 2 ejaculations for the man. So men, we don't think about that. We just be having fun, but you losing all of those nutrients, all of that life-giving nutrients with each time you release. Okay, now they tell you about some schools will teach you ejaculation, holdbacks, and all that. I'm going to teach you how to replenish. It's very simple. Drink your sea moss. If you're a man and you ever notice when you drink sea moss and you have activity and you actually release that fluid, it's a greater volume. How many ever heard the term motility when it comes to sperm? Motility. Motility equates to mobility. If there's no fluid for it to swim through, it ain't gonna go very far. More seminal fluid, greater motility. Now, there's one other thing. The egg has to be more receptive. I'm giving y'all serious, very serious bit of information here today. I've helped hundreds of people make babies with this information. Those two things. One, CMOS. The other one, I'm going to ask this young lady to tell. What was that herb that you came up, that you dreamed about?
Damiana.
Damiana. Damiana actually makes the egg more soft, more receptive. So that the sperm, when it hits the egg, it's like, oh. Get the hell away from me, boy! Egg will smack sperm. I'm telling you, when it's acidic, it's hard enough. I can talk more about that, but my time. So, anybody want to buy my book? $26. I got a quick. Unfortunately, yes. This right here. How many of y'all use deodorant? How many of y'all got a funky nephew or a grandson or a godson that you wish would use deodorant? This is a sample of Travel Mini, like call it, of our deodorant. Now, I've been making this deodorant for years, but I haven't really been capitalizing on it, so I've been real casual. But I got burnt out with product making and all that stuff some years ago. So, I read online that the deodorant industry in America, the United States alone, is a $5.78 billion industry. So I was like, I need to wake up and stop messing around. Liquid crystal. Y'all had that rock that you put on your arm and it didn't work? This is in a better application scenario where it's deodorant, not odorant. Or as my wife told me, tell us it's unscented. So the numbers on the website on there, if y'all use that, if you like it, give me a call. How many of y'all know any black-owned deodorant? You do? It's on your shirt. I want to be on that list. You don't know that. Y'all have to stop. Because it don't make sense it's a full body deodorant. Here, under here, you know, I'm ready, and definitely in the shoes. All right, time's up. Any questions before I go?
I have a question. You hear a lot of people talking about beets, and I'm a resistant renal patient that had to submit, right? And so beets, I've learned to love beets, but I feel like too much of anything is just not good. Can you speak a little about like those really high pigmented vegetables and stuff as far as the medicinal properties?
I don't like to use the word medicinal, I always say health benefits.
Okay.
Anytime you see something that's red, purple, or blue, and a lot more antioxidants, in particular anthocyanins is the name of it. And so that's going to eliminate a lot of free radicals. It's going to help the body oxygenate those cells that don't have oxygen. Also, when you look at beets, you're also looking at the plant figures, you're looking at the heart. They should look the shape similar to the heart. And you look at the color, it's deep red like blood. So it's definitely great for cleansing the blood. It also has nitrogen oxide, which also invigorates the blood. And so it's a whole oxidation. So you can't go wrong with beets. Now, as far as having too much of anything, you want to have balance everything. You don't want to just eat one color. You want to eat the red, yellow, blue, orange, purple, all of it. You want to eat the rainbow. Yeah, the question is why mess around and stop and spend somebody's time. Y'all learn something today? Y'all enjoy yourself?
Yes.
All right, put your phone out. Put your phone out, put your phone out, put your phone out. Go to, we'll type this in on the search, www.linktree.com, linktr.com/Fredman. You'll see me pop up, and you'll see all my social media links down there. Follow me on wherever you want to follow me. Holler at me wherever you want to holler at me. Definitely follow me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You will learn a lot on that YouTube channel. I use that YouTube channel actually to teach my class. Isn't that right, sir? Yes. When I taught him, all the classes that I taught him are still on YouTube. He's the only one beside myself, and let's get someone else we need. With that link, with those links. So he took a class one time in perpetuity. He can go back to their class. 39 years from now, when he's teaching his grandchildren, he can just take them back to that original teaching, and he can teach them, and we teach them at that point in time. So if you sign up with me for any type of certification, you will have that information in perpetuity, or at least until YouTube goes down. Y'all think that's gonna happen anytime in the next generation as well? Exactly. Everlasting life is now broadcast. All right? What else do I do? Oh, I do a lot of stuff. Heart touch, which is touch therapy. I have 3 certifications that I teach.
Oh, I said thought.
Stop.
Reflexology.
I do reflexology. I do a heart touch therapy, which is touch therapy that part of the acronym holistic energetic exercise and tapping. A whole lot of stuff. Roll it together.
Barber permaculture.
That too. I'm a gardener. She's a permaculture queen. Look at that child. Follow her to the end of the earth. And the other side. And back. Now, something that she's doing, she did a post recently about indigenous people. I had an epiphany in my mid-20s that in order for life to really survive on this planet, we got to go back to small business lifestyle.
Yes.
Which is basically a business lifestyle which was everywhere on the planet before industrialization and capitalism. We didn't have industrialization, capitalism, and we got an epidemic of people being homeless and starting where people were fighting people squatting in a house that somebody died and didn't live in it for 4 years. Somebody else moved in it, and the neighbors are mad now. Some people need somewhere to live. Shut up. So we got land down in Georgia. I'm looking at a project where we build houses, container homes, small homes, whatever we call it. $25,000-$30,000. All you pay for it is the cost of the dwelling. You do not sell it for more than you pay for it. You will participate in the building of it. She will be on site and show you how to do it. The garden, community garden. So it's going to be a whole village concept. I haven't spoken it out loud to this many people until now. Basically, it's going to be a blueprint of society, which is really just copying what they used to do. People are so smart, they're dumb. Oh, those people are primitive. We need to civilize them. Now look at that. Yeah. What time is it, somebody? 2:02.
Do you offer consultation?
Where is the people coming for it? They still got it, but I don't like the disrespect. They get started too.
Oh, yes.
Oh, guess what, y'all? Ain't nobody coming in here. They got 2 other classes, 2 other places, so y'all can ask me all whatever question you want. You want the book? Anybody else want the book?
I do.
That's 2.
Book is highly recommended.
Yeah.
4. Okay, I think I got it. Put it in my phone. They were in the folders that I left behind.
Anybody want deodorant today?
By the book.
You want a book and deodorant?
I don't know what he's holding up. Okay. He'll sign the book for you too. That means probably. I need to have a pen. Did you bring a pen or do I
I got a pen.
Book and deodorant.
Okay, cool.
I need it now.
How much y'all got?
The deodorant is 6, the book is 26, so 32.
Greetings, everyone. Just a small announcement. It's now 2:00, a little after 2, so we're down to our last 2 sessions for today, which is a fire meditation with Baba Henry or natural remedies with Nana Akua. Don't forget to grab something to eat. Okay? All right.
Anybody on Cash App? Want to get the book? It's 240 848 5448.
One more time.
Aaron Mommy just pop up. 848 5448. Do I have a swipe card? Or no? Okay, let me take inventory. How many people want books? 1, 2, 3. You wanted 2. That's 5, 6, 7. 7 books. Okay. I have to go to the car and get one. And let me 10. Six, yes. Maybe you go to the car and get the other 4. Yes. And the live.
Oh, it was 26.